Hey, good morning. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and I am sharing what the heck I'm up to. My initials are she, so that's why it is what's she up to now, because I'm always up to something, usually good, but sometimes mischief. But right now I'm in the process of transitioning from my traditional brick and mortar businesses to online businesses, and it is a challenge for me, and it's really exciting because it is a challenge for me, and I'm one of those people that absolutely loves new things and challenges and trying to figure things out. Now, I'm pouring coffee. I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm sitting in my cozy thinking chair, but I do need a little bit of coffee this morning. Not that I don't have enough energy, but because I am drinking bulletproof coffee, it's called these days, and it helps to lubricate my joints. And I didn't have one yesterday, and I noticed by the end of the day I was super ornery and grouchy. And I try not to be grouchy to other people, but I was grouchy on the inside, and that's the worst thing. I mean, it's one thing to be grouchy to other people, but if I'm grouchy to myself, then I've really got a problem. So I'm drinking my bulletproof coffee today in my favorite mug that I earned for writing articles probably 8-10 years ago now. I've had it that long. But today I was thinking and mapping out focus. I've been really struggling, and we're 16 days in and I'm still struggling, so it's time to get over it and figure it out, because I'm having a hard time with what I know is the way to be successful online versus what my weird entrepreneurial brain wants to do. It wants to be going in a million different directions and doing a million different projects at one time. Okay, maybe not a million, but I've got at least 10. And that's way too many. I need to get to one project at a time, one main focus at a time. So I said I would do one main thing a day. Yesterday, I ended up having to fix a mistake I made on YouTube. I was uploading some of these Facebook Live videos. I would download them to my computer, then I upload them to YouTube so I can share them to different social media and on different blogs and sites and things. Well, I neglected to change the title. So when I went to my YouTube channel, all I saw was my weird mug in different face masks sometimes, and just a picture of me, usually talking or waving my arms or with my favorite cup, and a number across the top. Well, who's going to watch those? Nobody. Nobody cares about some funky random number or some funky random video rant that I might be having about something. They need to know at least what it's about. So I needed to spend a couple hours yesterday, a big chunk of my time, going in and fixing the title. Now, I was a bit annoyed, and it was redundant and frustrating, and I wished I had an assistant to do it for me. But I don't right now. I will down the road as I build my team. But right now I didn't have anybody I could hand it off on. And I knew I needed to get it fixed now before I have, hundreds of videos in there. Because if I'm making a couple a day and uploading them, it's not going to take very long before there's a lot of videos. But the cool thing about that was at the end of the day when I was doing this video and uploading it, I discovered that when I share it to the other sites, since I've already changed the title, I don't have to go in and insert the title and change it every time. So what seemed like sort of a frustrating task when I was doing it ended up being a really time-saving win task, because I could change the order of how I share things and how fast I can share that same piece of content once I've made it. So that has nothing to do with focus and clarity. That's just, I was focused on getting that task done because I had messed it up, and I knew that moving forward it would be really important. So I fixed those, then at the end of the day discovered, benefit, I actually saved myself 5 times the work by going in and changing that. And it wasn't a great process. There's got to be a quicker, easier way to edit those things, but I don't know what it is. I think it's just to do it right in the first place. But it's another one of those online things. The interesting thing about online versus offline, I guess it's the same offline. Nobody really tells you all the details and nuances of how to do things in the first place. You have to kind of figure it out with trial and error. It's the same thing with our businesses. No one, unless you buy a franchise and you buy someone's proven, duplicatable system and you follow it to the T. And even if you do that, there's still things that you need to figure out for your unique business. And because you're different, your business is different. Every business is different. And so it's meshing the art and the science of, there's the science and the system of how to build your business, but then there's the art of actually how to implement all that science and make it your own and make it your unique business and product. And so that's kind of what I'm learning online, is that there's the step-by-step how to do something, but even if someone sells you their system, I've taken a lot of trainings and a lot of information I've learned over the years about the internet, and in particular over the past year, I have done a ton of courses and things. And as much detail as people put in their courses and their systems, and they try to give you everything and teach you everything, and this is all you'll ever need to be successful, it's a bunch of crap. It's not. You're going to always have to take someone's system, whether it's mine or somebody else's, whatever it is you're trying to learn. You're going to take their system, you're going to implement it exactly like they tell you to, but along the way, you're still going to find ways to make it your own. And that's true of everything, not just in our businesses, but in our life. Things like the people are starting to do to improve themselves as human beings, things like meditation, affirmations. You can read about those and you can read someone else's, but until you make them your own and internalize them, they will have no impact on you. You can say over and over again, a million times, I am a wonderful person. I am a wonderful person. But if you don't believe it internally, and if you don't internalize that and make it your own and really believe it 100% with your conscious and subconscious, because you're really an asshole, then you're still going to be an a-hole. You're not going to be a wonderful person no matter how many times you say it, because someone else gave you that affirmation. And until you believe it, it's not your own. Now, you can say, I'm a wonderful person, and that might be true for you, and you can make it your own, and you can say that over and over again a million times, and you are a wonderful person, so you become a wonderful person. But it won't work automatically. The same is true in anything in our lives and in our businesses and in anything in our relationships, in our health, in our wealth, in our finances. Anything that you think of, you have to learn what you can, but then you have to make it your own, because we're unique individuals and human beings, and we can't just take someone else's system. That is why, and I'm probably not going to be very popular for saying this, but that is why the success rates of any system or franchise or business that you buy from someone else the success rate is going to be dismal, like maybe 3%. If you're lucky, 10%, but 10% would be fantastic. And that's only because you have an incredible way of getting people to actually take action on what you're teaching them. I used to be really upset by that, and I used to be really frustrated, and it stopped me from doing things to help other people, because I figured that if it couldn't help everybody, then it wasn't worth doing. And that's nonsense, because I've learned that it's each individual's choice to decide if they're going to make it work for them or not. I can't tell you how many programs and things my ex-husband and I did together in real estate, where we were investing significant sums of money between, $20,000 and $100,000 on some of these training programs and courses, somewhere like $6,000 a month. And when you're spending that kind of money, you better implement, you better take action, and you better do what they're teaching you and ask questions and take advantage of the knowledge of the person that's teaching you their system. Well, we did that and did really, really well. But there were people that were in these same programs with us that were frozen and did nothing. And they were just spending this kind of money and then not taking action. And that's up to them. Everyone has the same opportunity to learn and grow and take action. It's a matter of choosing to act upon what you learn and know so that you can grow. That is a total side tangent. Off focus, off topic, not clear what I'm talking about today. So this morning I woke up thinking, I need to ICU and really get clear and focused on one thing. I have to pick one thing. Not I'm still trying to do 6 or 8 things a day. It's not working for me. It's working. I'm getting a lot of content and things done, but it's not moving me in the direction I want to move with respect to a really focused, concerted effort and the financial outcomes that I want. I'll be honest, it's not getting me the financial outcomes I want. I've got 156 funnels, I think. Most of them are active. I don't have the people and the customers, and I'm not getting the attention I want to any of them. And I have no one to blame but myself. So I know it's because I am not focused. I am not doing what I need to do to focus on one. And when I get the one super successful, then I move on and apply what I learned with that one to all the others. I've got the system. I understand the details. It's the art that I'm working on. So my focus is on fixing the art and tweaking what I've got to make it perfect. Now, the first step of that is I have to pick one market, one group of people that I'm going to help. Not chronic pain people, grandmas that need to have an extra income, users of this mobile app we're working on, small businesses of all varieties. No. I have to pick one. So I am picking restaurants. Restaurant, not just any restaurant, restaurant owners. Restaurant owners that my friend Stephen Larson says are the hard work, no jerk types. I don't want to work with arrogant, egotistical people that think they know everything. I know I can help them. I know I can help everybody with what I've learned over the last, 37 years. But I don't want to work with those people. I have worked with people that I don't mesh with in the past, and it's been miserable. I'm to the point in my age and career and lifestyle that I get to choose who I want to work with, and I don't want to work with jerks. I don't want to work with people that are so stuck in their head and their ego and that they have to always be right and they're not open to anything. I'm not going to do it. Don't want to do it. I can, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. So I'm looking for restaurant owners who work hard, want to supersize their business. They know it's possible, but they might not necessarily know exactly how to go about doing it. And what I want to know from those people is, what is your biggest problem? Now, I think I know the solution to just about any problem that a restaurant owner has or can come up with. It's not that hard. Okay, now I'm going to be getting hate speech because I just said it's not that hard. But it's not that hard to structure and have the foundation for any business. And restaurants are no different. Restaurants each, like I said, every restaurant, every one of our restaurants, just like every one of us, are totally different and unique, and they need to be dealt with on that level. So we need to get and figure out, how do we deal with your unique situation, your special situation. But in order to help you do that, I need to know what you believe is your number one biggest problem that keeps you up at night. So that's where I need to go all the way back to the drawing board, and instead of offering what I know is the solution for 99% of all businesses' problems, I need to back up and say, okay, I don't know what you think your number one problem is. Because if you think your number one problem is you have crappy vendors who are taking advantage of you, and I'm trying to sell you a rewards program to get more customers, you're not even going to notice me, because all you're seeing is, how the hell am I going to deal with these vendors? How the heck am I going to find new vendors that aren't taking advantage of me? So I need to know what that is. I need to go all the way back to my what's called an ask campaign and start over and say, okay, ideal restaurant owners, not ideal small business owners of the universe, because I don't want to work with all of you. Ideal restaurant owners, meaning my ideal client restaurant owners. What is your biggest challenge? What is your biggest problem? And then I will know exactly how I need to present what I want to offer and how I know I can help you super duper fast in the easiest, most efficient way for both of us. Anyway, that is my rant for today about focus and all kinds of other things you may not have wanted to hear, but it's what I'm thinking about. So go out, make it an awesome day. I will see you on day 17 we'll have tomorrow. And I don't know what it's going to be, but Today I'm going to go throw out a new Ask campaign and see what my ideal restaurant owners have to say about their biggest problem. Bye. We'll see you tomorrow.